Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Singh. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Okay. Do you all remember the Palestinian young woman, Maya Ayoni, right? She has disappeared on almost all social media. And the news reaching us is that the young lady that has been spreading misinformation about Black people. I learned that she also collected money from that party, Jestine's party, to be spreading misinformations about Black people. She is nowhere to be found. Now, let me tell us something. Some people think politics is something that you do with all your emotions and all that, but it's beyond emotions. This young woman has gone around, spread misinformations about people that look like me, and spread misinformations to her own people that made majority of that made them switch, or probably they have already made up their mind that they would not vote for Kamala Harris because they felt like we are, in fact, not that they felt, they actually said it, that Black people are colonizers, right? And that Black people should forfeit whatever that it's going on in their own place. That is voting Kamala Harris and focus on them because they are the priority. And when you do not do that, you are selfish. They call Black people selfish. Let's get into this video.
Y'all, Maya Ayoni is gone. You know, the girl that was the face of Palestine movement, the one that was very anti-Black, the one that changed her whole persona so she could lead the movement. Her whole profile is gone. Bye-bye. You can't find that shit nowhere. I'm just curious why the fuck you decided to leave now. Did you find another way to spread misinformation, to be anti-Black, to be hateful? I mean, sweetheart, I thought you would have stayed because, y'all won. You won. You got exactly what you wanted. You got Trump in office. You made sure Kamala Harris did not make it. You spread all that hate, all the anti-Blackness you could. You got people to actively sit out of the election because it was G's side or nothing. You encouraged people to vote for Jill Stein even though you knew she could not win because she could not be on every ballot in every state. But you didn't care about that. You just wanted everybody to hurt. I wanted to prove a point. You and your leftist family. And where the fuck are you now? Y'all should be celebrating in the streets. But no, y'all marching in the streets. Trump wants to deport y'all asses. Trump wants to flatten Palestine and build a resort. Trump told y'all he wanted Benny to finish the job. And y'all sided with the man that could not give a shit about y'all. Baby, you should be up here celebrating. What are you doing? The leopards are eating your face. The leopards are eating your face.
About this imposed idea of the American dream is like you can come from your third world country and you can
all you Jill Stein leftists called me a fat. But who doesn't have an account here right now? Unless she's got mass blocking. It sure looks like Miss Maya here. You know who said this?
Yeah, everybody's saying that. No, I'm actually Arab. But I feel like I can still say the N-word.
Also, purveyor of anti-Semitism and general and making money off of people suffering for herself. Doesn't have an account. What happened? Did Putin pay out? Did the war in Palestine end? Did you ever post anything about Assad, Sudan, the Uyghurs? Your work was done? Or is it that your only goal was to take down an American elect because of your anti-Blackness? That's what it seems like. Go ahead, prove me wrong.
So, good morning. I just found out some insane news. Turns out Godiva was right this entire time. About what? About what else? Pretty much everything I say. A few months ago, I got into it with a creator. And this was a creator that was literally, I'm just saying, the girl Maya, right? And I said out loud with my whole chest, y'all need to lose this girl. The reason why is anybody that is purposely causing this much friction between two subgroups that have the same exact issue in the entire world is somebody that's purposely trying to divide us. Like somebody that's not, they're counterproductive. And the worst part about it is she's leading a crusade of y'all directly to hell. And the reason why I said that is because we were all riding. We were riding. I mean, Nene, all my homies were riding. All my sisters, we were about Palestine. We was on mamas. We on people ass for real. You know what I mean? This took a collective effort. Despite us having to overlook the conflict between both of our races, no matter where we were on this planet, we still showed up. And while we were in this atmosphere, I had to watch that girl disrespect numerous times people that I cared about. Tori, Nene, Awa, and several other black women. And it became a pattern. And when you get to a certain place on this app, you get to a certain place where you could see from the outside looking in how people moving. So like much other black creators, I start clocking her tea. I'm looking like, what the fuck wrong with this girl? Like, this seems intentional. Like, every time it's some weird shit going on, this girl is at the front of it. Like, why is she always involved? You get what I'm saying? It's a pattern. It's a pattern of behavior. So when I said that, I said it so passionately, and I get that it came off the wrong way, but my history should have spoken louder than any kind of racism that you had in your heart. Silly of me, right? So I said it. I said, y'all need to dish this girl because she gonna end up getting y'all fucked up. The reason why I said that is because the shit that y'all was saying behind this girl to us, knowing that our community really will run it up with y'all, is insane. Knowing that we will really get busy with y'all in these motherfucking streets, but we was never on that type time. But this girl being outwardly disrespectful and y'all pretending like y'all don't see this shit. I'm black before I'm anything else, baby. I'ma always stand for my sisters before I do anything else. Be so fucking for real. To ask me to be in this space, which by the way, y'all asked us for help, and then try to clock how we helping y'all, try to tone police us, and then decided to be racist on top of that, which it wasn't all of y'all, but it was a lot of y'all. Them comments, I remember them. Don't try to gaslight me. Don't come into this comment section and try to gaslight me. Needless to say, you hurt my friend's feelings. And it wasn't just one of them. It was 3 of them. So yeah, I'm riding behind them. I don't give a fuck how long I knew these bitches. I care about them. And you're not going to keep doing this shit. That was the reason why I made that video. And it turns out I was right. Not only was I right, like God made sure he prepared that table right in front of y'all motherfucking faces and left y'all saltier than a motherfucker. Because that bitch not only disappeared off of this social media, but every social media platform. That check cleared. She got her check and left y'all asses stranded. And guess who's still here? Despite having our bags being fucked with. The same motherfuckers y'all accused of starting drama, XYZ. Guess who's still here riding for y'all? Okay. Oh, all right. I'll take my apologies expeditiously. Expeditiously. Yes, God. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm going to tell you something. There is a text chain where there is the initiative of what creators they want to get accounts banned. And there are certain corporations that are willing to pay big dollars in order to get it done. She was at the front of those people. And we had that information. We didn't even need the confirmation, but we knew. Like, we just knew. And then I received the confirmation shortly after that altercation, where literally it was a storm. It was the Maya Uni storm. So now that she's gone and y'all have no one else to hide your racism behind, when are these apologies going to come down the pipeline? Because we're not going to just pretend like it don't exist. Y'all not going to keep just doing shit like this to us every 4 years or so and then swiping that shit under the rug and ignoring it and pretending like we didn't just go through that shit. No, y'all need to apologize expeditiously. And I mean fast before I get mad. Good morning to all of my Habibtis. I have so many Middle Eastern and Arab friends, and I'm just coming to you with a good message, okay? I need you to hear me loud and clear when I say this. Lose Maya. The big-eared girl with the sad eyes, lose her. The streamer, the one with over 2 million followers that keep yelling and screaming on the screen about, oh, there's so much Arab hate, XYZ. No. No, what I see is people that are tired of showing up for people that don't show back up for them. That's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What's done is done, beloved. Why I'm reaching out to you, though, is because I love y'all, right? And I know what's about to happen. We, black people, are traumatized of what happened to y'all after 9/11, right? So obviously, we want y'all to make it through it. You will not be able to make it through with that bitch on your team. With Maya screaming at the top of her lungs, starting shit with every single community in the name of the Arab nation, you will not. That girl is going to get y'all. She's writing a check with y'all ass that she cannot cash. Okay? And by y'all supporting that behavior, I need you to know something. Hear me loud and clear. Give it a good 3 months and them white folks finna start throwing hands at y'all. Oh, yeah. They cannot tell the difference from a Yemeni, an Iraqi, Palestinian, Iranian. They don't give a fuck, okay, how Iraqi or Iranian American you are, because in their mind, you genuinely are not an American. I'm not saying it. This is how they think. I'm a black woman. Believe me when I tell you, I've been born here and I know exactly how they think. They don't give a fuck. If they see a hijab, they're going to rip it off your head. If they see that you are Muslim, they're going to throw hands with you. They're going to get aggressive. You know this. Stop letting that girl Maya speak on behalf of your collective. She's going to get y'all hurt. Now you could think that it's not going to happen to you until it does. Remember what happened throughout the entire course of this year. It didn't take much for somebody to pull out a knife and stab a little boy and his mother to death. They also stabbed 3 Middle Eastern people in the midst of this, that of which Trump wasn't even in office yet. Stop letting that girl Maya run her mouth. She's going to get y'all hurt. I promise you that. Because when you start getting hurt, she's going to be in the corner quiet. Stop letting that big ass eared girl. I'm telling you, she's about to get y'all fucked up in these streets. And y'all think that taking it out on black people is going to fix it. And I promise you it's not. Because while they may look at us as not even a man, they do look at us as their livestock, which we know for a fact we're not their livestock. But let's be real. Them folk look at us as valuable in some way, shape, or form. Not as people, but we bring the money. Oh, yeah, we're abundant as people. They don't look at y'all the same. I'm going to just be the first to tell you that. I love you, Habibti. They do not look at y'all the same, and you know it. You can get mad at me. You can curse me to the moon. You can wave your fist in the wind. And damn, you could dive up. But the fact remains that bitch is going to get you hurt. Y'all better tell her to shut her ass up. Because what's done is already done. It's already done. It's already done. And what comes after this, believe me when I tell you, I love y'all. I'm telling you this to keep you safe. That girl is writing a check with your whole community's ass that she knows for a fact y'all cannot cash just to pay her rent.
In a couple of days, Trump is going to take the White House. And I just want a lot of those people that were telling people to not vote for Kamala Harris, to vote for Donald Trump or Jill Stein, but don't vote for Kamala Harris and expect to be welcomed in your communities. I just want you to take the time to think about what's going to happen in the next 4 years. You see, when black people were telling you to vote for Kamala Harris, we weren't saying vote for Kamala Harris because you couldn't critique her. We weren't saying that you couldn't have an honest conversation about her. We weren't saying that you couldn't discuss her ties to AIPAC. We were saying, because we do this all the time when we vote, that there's a risk analysis that you must do, determining if this candidate wins, specifically Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, which one do you feel most safe with? Because that's what we do every election cycle. We don't just vote for candidates just for the sake of voting for them. A lot of people want to believe that black people just support candidates simply because they're black. That's not true. Black people vote for the candidates that we, one, know can win, or has a chance of winning, and one that we know will cause us the least amount of harm. And by proxy, if you know that the candidate is going to cause us the least amount of harm, they're definitely going to cause you the least amount of harm. A lot of you non-black people that didn't want to listen to us this election cycle. So now what's happening around the country is a lot of protests are going to pop off when Trump starts to enact his policies that he promised that he would do, that he promised that he would enact. And a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, their status, their entry into this country because he promised that he would do these things. He wasn't playing with y'all. When he said he was going to allow Israel to finish the job, he meant just that. He's going to allow Israel to finish the job. He will not say one thing or attempt to do anything to prevent the Israeli government from completely annihilating the Palestinian-controlled regions and making that entire area Israel. When he said that he was going to deport all undocumented immigrants, and a lot of you Latinos were saying, I'm going to vote for him. And when asked about your undocumented relatives, you said that they would be fine because they're good people. Yeah, he doesn't care about that. We tried to tell y'all that he doesn't care about them being good people because they don't view them as good people because they're here undocumented. That's what they've been saying all along. South Asians are now experiencing what MAGA has always believed about them, that they're not wanted either. You know, like the Vivek Ramaswamys and the Nikki Haley's and Dinesh D'Souza's. Yeah, they don't want you here either. And I don't understand why Asians would vote for Donald Trump when literally anti-Asian hate as a hashtag was really, really pushed out because of Trump's words directed towards Asian communities, blaming them for the COVID pandemic. The LGBTQIA plus Trump supporters that supported him, you just are a lost cause, and I don't know what to say about you other than go fuck yourselves. And the black Trump supporters, like the LGBTQIA plus Trump supporters, you supported Donald Trump simply because you're selfish. You voted against the interests of the community because you're selfish. Period. A lot of you are going to find out in the next 4 years that when black people tell you something, that it's usually not because we're voting with our emotions. Y'all do that. Y'all vote with your emotions. Black people are some of the most pragmatic voters in this country. And since we have been given access to the vote, we have always taken into account what both parties are saying and how both parties will impact our communities if they win. A lot of you vote with your emotions and clearly anti-blackness. And that's why you're going to pay. You will never win when you side with white supremacy as a marginalized group. White supremacy is a very exclusive club meant for very exclusive groups. And unfortunately, a lot of you that sided with Donald Trump and the white supremacists in his base this election cycle, you're not in that group of people.
So this is all I got from this video. And for those that do not understand what is going on, I will let you all know what is going on. There is a young lady, her name is Maya Ayoni, right? She's Palestinian and she lives in United States. Before the election, right, she was all over telling her own community and other people not to vote for Kamala Harris, that they should vote for Justin Stein, right? And election came, and you all know how bad they fumbled, which was okay. We're not complaining. And then videos of her trying to use the N word and all that surfaced online. And she, at some point, she really became very anti-black and going after black people to the extent that this girl was that her controversy was all over social media for more than 2-3 weeks. Everywhere is go is Maya. Everywhere you go is Maya, right? She really became a problem. Now, to my great surprise, I learned that she was paid by some, let me use allegedly, right? Paid by some people to put out all the shows she did put out. She collected the money according to what they are saying right now, and her account is nowhere to be found. Now, let me ask this. I hope Palestinians, especially the ones that were or have been online fighting black people, that did not listen to black people all the period they've been trying to tell you, or they've been warning you, you all did not listen. I love the way the whole thing is playing out. I hope you all will know what is going on. So from the other video, the young one with braces, the young black lady with braces, she's the real gold digger, right? That young lady, she also came for her, and the real gold digger sent a warning straight to Maya, telling the Arab community to lose her, that she is not for them. You know, all this. The truth is that some people do not understand how this politics, I mean, like, how it works. Some people, they will use some people, like people in the same community as you, are going to collect money on your head, right? And come out and play you people. As you can see, she played her own community by telling them not to vote for Kamala Harris. They should vote for third party, which majority of them voted for. Now she is nowhere to be found. And you know what? I hope you all are getting ready, because in few weeks, or how many weeks, if it's up to 2 or 3 weeks, you all will be getting ready to pack your things down. The reality is that some people take some certain things for granted. You all do not respect yourself. You all do not appreciate people that support and help you. Like Real Gold even said, white people do not know who is Arab, who is Palestinian. They do not know all that. They will throw everybody away, and that is what they are going to do. I love it. I love it. F around and find out. It is really playing out. Where did she run to? Why is she running? I thought that that she bought the whole space. TikTok space for herself. At some point, all she wanted was to come after black people, black women most especially. The fact that people think it's okay, to come at black women, it's just something I do not understand. But the reality is that she was actually checked back then when all that story started. Black women do not even take they don't take shit. They did what they are supposed to do. And at some point, she took a break, then returned, and now she is vanished. She cannot be found on most social media. Yeah, I hope she enjoys the money she took from them. And I hope the people that listen to Maya, that thought she is for them, I hope you all are already getting ready, because real soon, your bags, yay, hope you getting ready to fly over to that your country. So because for those that are really serious about what is going on, should fly down to where that thing is happening to be able to protest, because black people were the real, no, how did they say it? They said that black people are colonizers. That was what they gathered themselves around and said. Black people are colonizers. How did black people become colonizers? Because they told them to vote for Kamala Harris, because they are sure of what is going to come out of it. And they said that, all we do is inside, that they do not care about us, that what they care is about them. And if we are not going to, black people are not going to fulfill what it's about the election, and be so, the black people should not be selfish. They should let go what is happening in their country, right? And face them. Then because they are the golden human beings, they deserve all the love and or everything that nobody should, you dare not talk about your problem. Just focus on us, because we are the priority. That is to tell you how selfish some people are. These people are the ones that said that their own genocide is more important than every other thing happening everywhere in the world, that including Congo, Sudan, Haiti, and all that. They said their own is if you're not talking about them, that you are not ready. And I am going to say it and say it loud. Free Congo, free Haiti, free Sudan, and free the rest of them. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. I love the fact that some people are finding out, and they will continue to find out, because they feel the sentiment. They think their emotions can, let's just use emotions and whine all this things, not knowing that some people could be collecting money behind your head. You all are amazing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when they say they are amazing. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.